I'm Ken Paulson with Americana Music News, and we are on board the Sandy Beaches cruise, Delvin McClinton's annual high seas adventure. And we're sitting here with Danny Flowers, a highly accomplished songwriter, great guitarist, and a mainstay here on the boat. How many times have you done this?
I don't know. It's in the teens. It's so many years that it kind of all become one long journey, like a 3-day tour. Start with that.
So hopefully this will work out really well. So I'm curious, is it different to play for an audience on a boat? Are they more drunk?
To some extent, yeah, and you know, it's nice because everybody's listening in a different way. It's vacation time. They don't have their to-do list. They don't have all that worry stuff. It's just a time to celebrate, and they listen and enjoy in a different way. That they really do. Yeah.
So they used to call this the Blues Cruise.
Yep.
And I suppose that's still the shorthand for it. But it's rock, it's R&B, it's Americana. And I was thinking the other day that you really are kind of a pioneer of Americana music, whether you think about it that way or not.
Have you thought about that?
Well, you know, one of your earliest successes was a title cut for Emmylou Harris, who is widely regarded as, you know, one of the 3 or 4 preeminent artists in Americana.
True.
So you're not claiming that genre, or
Sure.
you'll take whatever you can get? Right?
I just don't know. Whenever anybody asks me what kind of music do, I always say loud, because I don't know. It's just it's a reflection of everything I've ever loved, I guess. You know. So
I've seen you probably close to 100 times perform. Very often you do a song that you talk about. I kind of acknowledge that it's not the best in your catalog, and it's about a visit to East Batcave. And what I'm struck by is that it seems to be about a band on the road.
Kinda.
Or is it just friends?
It was just me and a friend of mine hitchhiking.
Oh,
We
okay.
were stuck, and nobody would pick us up, and we were freezing to death.
So at that time, when I think you've said you may or may not have been wearing a cape.
I was wearing a cowboy hat and a cape.
All right. So at that young impressionable age, were you looking to be a rock star then? Did you sit down? You know, what I really plan to do is write a huge Don Williams hit. I mean, when you're 19 or 20 years old, what were you intending to do?
I was intending to just be a songwriter, really. I knew when I was about 14 that that's what I was going to do with myself. Once I found out that you could, then I tried to start figuring out how do you do that. I still don't know, but it's not about knowing, it's about feeling, so.
You cannot perform publicly anywhere without doing Tulsa Time.
True.
And that's a song that, big hit for Don Williams, big hit, Eric Clapton did it, The Gift That Keeps On Giving.
Yep.
How did that song come about?
I wrote that song. I was in Tulsa. We were touring with Don Williams, and we got stuck in a hotel in Tulsa in a blizzard. Couldn't go home, and I was bored out of my mind, homesick, all that. Was borrowed Don's backup acoustic guitar and just had it in the room. And I wrote it in about 30 minutes watching the Rockford Files.
You were multitasking when you wrote this song?
Kinda, yeah, before multitasking was invented. And I just got to thinking about Tulsa, and to me it was a really slow, laid-back song. 'Cause in Tulsa, everybody says stuff like, "Hey, man," you know, and they talk like that, and I just love that town and all those people there. And that song just showed up, and in half an hour it was done.
Wow.
You know, just not bad money for half an hour.
well, you know, that tells me though that there may or may not be a correlation between time spent on a song and quality of the song.
Totally.
Are there songs that you have just labored over for weeks, if not years, and it was only after that much effort that you could actually produce a song?
Yeah. There's a new song that I'm going to be doing tonight that took a very long time to write, and it was a very painful, soul-searching kind of song to write, and it was important to me that I write it. And it's called When I Am Beautiful Again. And the first time I performed it, I got a standing ovation, which was nice. But at the end of the show, a lady came up to me and she said, I suffer with severe depression. And what you said and what you sang really helped me out a lot tonight to feel that I'm not the only one that's going through this. And when she said that, it was like, thank you. You know, that's how it's come to be with me now.
Right.
Sense of purpose has completely changed from when I started. First song I ever wrote in my life was 14 years old. It's called Becoming a Man is Getting Harder Every Day. So now it's brought to this.
How true that is.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's true. It's still hard.
There is a thread of spirituality running through so much of your work.
Yeah.
And one of the treats on this boat is that you team up with the McCrarys. They clearly love you. There's this, you're part of the family. The McCrarys, for those who are not familiar with their work, just phenomenal family, women who sing in perfect harmony, very spiritual, gospel and R&B and even rock and roll infused a bit. They're a treasure, and you're like their long lost cousin or something. You're part of that family.
I used to be an honorary McCrary, which meant at Christmas they would say, we'd like for you to come to the house for Christmas. That has transcended into, we need you there by 2 o'clock and you need to bring. So, okay.
All right.
I'm in the family and I can't get out of the family now.
I'm
happy about that.
That beats any kind of Grammy or anything like
Totally.
that.
Totally.
That's very hard to, you can't just apply for that position.
No,
So, you know, you've had your successes commercially. My sense now is that you're riding on some other plane for some other purpose. You're
Right.
not hoping that Tim McGraw calls. So tell me about your current state of artistic mind.
It's really a spiritual quest. Whether it's a serious song or a silly song or whatever, it's about being a representative for the higher power. My purpose is to, if nothing else, share with people what I'm thinking and feeling and give them a sense that they're not the only one that has ever been through anything and they don't have to go through anything alone, and that I am available. That's what I do.
Phenomenal work.
Thank you.
Our guest today has been Danny Flowers, who has taken time off sunning. You're not sunning on the deck right now.
Well, I had to stop in the middle of breakfast. I'm going to go have a second breakfast now.
Okay.
Because you got to stay in shape on this boat. You know. What is it required? 5 meals a day or is it 6?
Well, yeah. They weigh you in. If you haven't gained a pound, you're off the boat. So.
That's
Anyway,
true. That's true.
Danny Flowers, thank you so much. Pleasure.
Appreciate it.